his team, Gonzaga, #1 ranked, by the way. The Heat running away with Duke earlier. They beat Duke in Maui. They're up 3 touchdowns. The turnover, Justice Winslow, alley-oop to Bam Adebayo over Kevin Durant, taking another look, helped the man up. He just put it down. Winslow running the point. The Warriors trailed by as many as 24 in the first half, their largest deficit of a first half this season. Naveed was still confident, though. Fourth quarter, Warriors down just 5. Klay Thompson, Cougar Gold, 7 of 15 from 3, had 36. Durant and Curry knew this shot was going in. They were celebrating already. Those two combined to go 7 of 26 from 3. 41-5, the Warriors, when they've all scored at least 20 points as teammates. Durant, a little step back Bobby Jack right there. Reservations for 4. Warriors trying to put it away. They're up 4 under 20 seconds, and then Wade says, boom, I'll hit that one. And that's just an appetizer, folks. He was 5 of 8 from 3. Durant, next possession, got fouled. He's an 89% free throw shooter. Missed the first. He'd make the second. 2-point game. That's the miss. So it's a 2-point game with seconds remaining. Wade. Fake? No. Bell block. Wade. No Wade. Wade! Off the backboard! Oh, my. The place went nuts, understandably so. Oh, turn it up to 11, Juice.
Shoots. No, he couldn't get it off. Now fires it up. Bank it in! It counts! It counts! The Heat win the game!
Le tapan, lanza de nuevo, buen el tiro a tiempo. Encesta contra el tablero y anota. Y gana el Miami Heat. Dispara y encesta. Locura. Locura aquí en el American Arena.
As I was going to shoot, I saw KD flying at me, so I tried to pump fake him and try to shoot the shot. He blocked it, and all I can think about is, it was a little time left on the clock, was to get my foot behind the three-point line and try to get it up on the rim and went in.
Sometimes things happen the way they're supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And I think that's what was supposed to happen for Dwayne Wade, who's been such a wonderful ambassador. Heat, 126.
Something special about him making a play like that, this last year in this building. I'd much rather see him jumping on the scores table when we're not on the court with it than those are iconic moments that he's had.
When he caught it, I was like, he's gonna make this, and he shot it and went in.
He made a tremendous play, man. I mean, you don't even think about shooting that type of shot and winning the game that way. So they played harder than us all night. They played better than us. We was able to make shots down in the fourth to turn the tide, but they really deserve to win this game.
That's fabulous to be a part of that, just even being here and talking about it. Let's play Beat the Clock with Dwayne Wade. November 04 against the Jazz, overtime tied, 4 seconds left. Shake, rattle, and roll. Out it on the broadcast. Turn it up to 11 again, Juice.
Yes! Wade steps back.
Yes! He won it! He won it! Dwayne Wade won it!
Yes, baby! Way to bury that J at the buzzer. We told you that man he'd come through.
All the highlights of the Garden are always teams beating the Knicks.
07 against the Jazz again, 10 seconds left, December. Wade, faker, got the man up and got the ball to go down. Boy, got the home bounce right there. The Heat win that 104-102. And then March of 09, again, the Bulls and the Heat, double overtime tied, 11 seconds to go. Of course, he's from Chicago. Wade said he's not for everyone. I'm for Miami. The running jumper. The steal, the running jumper. Noah, yes, sir. The Heat won that one. The 3-time NBA champion with adding another highlight to his highlight reel on Wednesday.
All right, Pelicans here in Los Angeles face the Lakers, so we have the continuing Anthony Davis saga for New Orleans, a playoff chase for the Lakers with all the trade drama as a backdrop. First time for Davis in L.A. since the trade request. Here he is on the fans in L.A.
It's been a while since you've been here. Do you think the fans might give you a warm ovation?
Yes, but do you care? All right, here's the reception from the L.A. fans. Sounds like they care.
Yeah.
Early first quarter, Davis working on LeBron James. Pelly's rocking the Mardi Gras uniforms because it's carnival time. Davis 15.7 to 9 shooting in the first half. Now, Lakers in a huddle, minus LeBron James. He's got his back to the huddle. But apparently, he knew the play. Sets the screen that frees up JaVale McGee to throw the lob for Lance Stevens. The Lakers shot 52% in this game. Rajon Rondo to Kyle Kuzma.
Whoa.
Ties it at 75, 22 for Kuzma. And then the Lakers work the ball around, find Kuzma again. 3 straight dunks for the Lakers. They're up 79-75. They had 37 assists on their 49 buckets. So now Davis heads to the bench after 21 minutes, would not return. 22 points, 8 boards for him. Later, Lakers up 3. Rajon Rondo. LeBron James. The 3 was a good weapon for him Wednesday night. 4 for 9 from 3 for James. Put the Lakers up 6 with that one. Under 2:30 to play in the fourth. He'll get 3 here too, but he'll get the final one at the line. 33 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. Lakers up 6. Under a minute to play. Lakers up 3. It's winning time. James, 3 more. Davis watching from the bench. Look who else was there. Patrick Mahomes. He's like, I can throw a football like that. That's a dagger from James. Lakers take it 125-119 with all 5 starters in double figures.
Every day is going to be his own challenge. Tomorrow will be another challenge for us, and how we can continue to get better tomorrow, even with whatever we have. If we have a day off, it doesn't matter. How can we get better tomorrow and then come in Friday and do the same? So every day just try to stay positive and throughout whatever's going on.
If you had the choice, would you be playing a significantly higher number of minutes?
I'll play. My job is to play basketball, so whatever the team wants, that's what I'm going out there and do.
But it's not your choice to be playing 20, 22 minutes a night, right?
I just go out there and play basketball, and you got to ask the front office or the coaches about it.
All right, so the panic has subsided in L.A. for now. This was LeBron James' 75th career game with 30 points and 10 assists, 3rd most in NBA history. Remember, he's a 3/4. Which makes it even more impressive. He's one shy of matching Tiny Archibald. Oscar Robertson has the most with 230 games. James Harden and the Rockets in Charlotte faced the Hornets. First game for Harden since his 30-point streak ended at 32 games. He's been battling a neck injury the past 2 games and battling a 3-pointer that's off the mark. He'd missed his last 14 coming into this game. Can't get that one to go. Well short there. Under a minute left in the half. Harden pulling up. No. 0 for 7 in the first half from long range. Meanwhile, Kemba Walker taking over. He's got Harden on him. And he puts a step back on Harden for the 3. He had a mix of Harden and Eric Gordon on him in the first half. Walker getting at 27 points, 9 for 10 shooting in the first half. They put Chris Paul on him in the second half, and he had just 8 points after halftime. Paul requested to go in and take care of that. Harden finally hits a 3. He had missed 22 straight. Tied for the second longest streak in the NBA this season. He was 1 for 11 from 3-point range for the entire game. Fourth quarter, Rockets up 7. Harden. Mid-range game is working. Wound up with 30 points again. 22 seconds left. The Hornets are down 3, so you know who's shooting it. Walker gets a look after the pump fake, but unlike Dwayne Wade, can't get it to go. Rockets win it. Clint Capella, 23 points, 17 both.
From Los Angeles.
Oh, the music says it all. It's time to play Stump Stan. This is Stan. If you're new to the program, our questions has to do with the Milwaukee Bucks.
All right.
Giannis Antetokounmpo leads the Bucks in points and assists for the 3rd straight year. Before him, who was the last Bucks player to lead the team in both?
In points and assists.
Those are your 4 choices.
I'm going to say Brandon Jennings.
That is a good answer, but not the right one because it's Brandon Knight. But at least you got the first name right. The Bucks are on pace to win 50-plus games for the first time in forever. Who was their head coach last season? They won it in 2000-2001.
George Karl.
George Karl is correct. And your door prize will be mailed.
Hey, I'm batting 500.
There you are. You're going to make the Hall of Fame in baseball. Exactly. Let's check out the highlight now. All right, we got the Bucks and the Kings here, and the old Milwaukee with the best record in the NBA and 2-game lead in the East. The Bucks in Sacramento. Kings 1 game out of the West, playoff 8, and Marvin Bagley is a big reason Sacramento's been so good. He had to leave this game with a knee injury, MRI on Thursday. Game went on. That's how they go. Kings down 2. Bogdanovic to battles with Antetokounmpo, makes the floater right there. I got game tied, De'Aaron Fox. We got 30 seconds left. 5 to the hole, no block. Willie Cauley-Stein gets it. Kings up 2, under 20 seconds. Eric Bledsoe, stutter steps into the paint, over the big man, makes the bank, ties it up. 5 seconds to play, still tied. Fox. Bledsoe all up in his business. And the business here is overtime. Start of overtime. Chris Middleton. Hey, now you're an all-star. Bledsoe. I'm standing here open, man. Hits the 3. Bledsoe, 26 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists, the first triple-double of the season. Fox. Bogdanovich. Oh, step back, Bobby Jack. Kings cut it to 1. About 20 seconds left. Bucks up 1. Shot clock 1. Pat Connaughton, the former Blazer great. Notre Dame star. Out to Brogdon, who hits the 3. Good eyesight from old Connaughton, who's an FOP stand, friend of the program. Bucks, 141-140. What a game that was. And boy, Vincent the Microwave in research cooked these up here. Antetokounmpo had a personal 9-0 record while averaging 30 points per game in February. Only 3 other players to do that. James Harden did it in February of last season, won the MVP. 5-0 personal record is our bar on this one. Steph Curry did it in November of 2015, going 16-0 while the Warriors were on their long run. Became the first unanimous MVP in league history. And a guy named Michael Jordan went 14-0 in January of 96, averaged just under 33 per game. And that season, he won his 4th MVP. All of you who had Boston winning the East, Celtics need wins to break into the first 4. Portland currently 4th in the West. You got a couple guys you're familiar with here. Damian Lillard for Portland and Kyrie Irving for Boston. We start with the Lillard King. Moving around, driving to the hole. He had 12 in the first half, 33 for the game. Irving coming off that 7-point disappointing performance against Toronto. The drive, the mid-range. He had 13 at the half, 31 for the game. Rodney Hood doing the hustle. Runs into Jadakiss right there, Stan. That's what I said. Portland up 1 at the half. Celtics down many. These two teams shot 11 of 61 from 3. Irving the putback, but another missed 3. Lillard's going to finish it right there. Portland's 5th straight win. They're 18-4 against the East. Lillard and Jadakiss hug it out. Celtics winless since the All-Star break.
What's your confidence level in this team going forward?
Huh?
What's your confidence level in the team going forward?
What do you mean?
Just in terms of, you got
what kind of question is that?
A legitimate question. I mean, how
Nah.
do you feel about this team?
Okay, next question.
Who, what, where, when, high, why? Those are questions. Celtics have now lost their last 6 games with Kyrie Irving, but have won their last 6 games without Kyrie Irving. In those games with Kyrie Irving, they've lost by nearly 9 points per game. In those games without Kyrie Irving, they've won by 13 points per game. How about this? We got Byron Scott running the 3-man weave with us. Welcome to the weave. Paul, the numbers for Kyrie Irving say the Celtics are better without him. Is it an aberration, or does it speak to his leadership or lack thereof?
It's an aberration because you can't win in this league without superstar players, and Kyrie is a superstar player. You only got a small sample size of it, but come playoff time, this is where you're going to really feel the effects of Kyrie Irving. When you get those close games, in clutch situations, Kyrie is one of the top players in this league. So I feel this team is more built for the playoffs, and that's where you see Kyrie respected and value coming to play.
We got to talk about LeBron James, right?
Absolutely.
We got to talk about. All right, speaking of leadership, his tactics have been called into question lately. Your thoughts on his kind of his tough love act?
Well, I don't mind the tough love. I think a lot of these guys have been treated with kid gloves, and sometimes you got to take the gloves off. This is the NBA. Guys' names are going to be mentioned all the time in trade talks and rumors and things of that nature, and they got to understand that and get used to this. This is a business. But on the other hand, you also have to understand that these guys are kids. They are young. So I think he's really starting to understand that, listen, I got to treat these guys a little bit differently, give them that tough love, but now that I've given it to them, let me give them a lot more love now.
Well, you got to put a lot of blame on LeBron. When they win, he gets the credit. But when they lose, it can't fall upon the young guys and the other veterans in that locker room. That's the responsibility of being one of the greatest players to ever play.
All right, the shot of the night came from Dwayne Wade. Did he call bank or did he call game?
That's D-Wade. He called game.
It really don't matter. He didn't have to call game or bank. It don't matter. D-Wade gets to go out. Flash Gordon, he had a little flashback tonight. You got to give him his due.
Did you trademark that phrase yet?
Oh, yeah. Let me get the dollars. Bring that on.
We're trademarking three-man weave right here. Paul Pierce, Byron Scott joining us on SportsCenter from Los Angeles.
After a young fan courtside shoved him Tuesday night in Denver, Russell Westbrook handled the situation as smoothly as he glides to the basket. He engaged with the young man, told his father to control his kid, and everybody moved on, smiling. Now, others who challenged Westbrook on the court don't get such a mild reaction. Westbrook's intensity was once a necessity. It was the only thing that kept him on the court as a 5'8" high schooler before he had a late growth spurt to 6'3". But now that intensity is the complementary characteristic that supercharges his unparalleled athleticism. And it's what makes him the Thunder's lightning rod. Here's Royce Young.
When lose a draw, I leave it on the floor.
Elevates and throws it down.
That's nasty, Russ.
I've been blessed with the talent to not to give it.
Russell Westbrook never starts it. Well, that's how he views it, at least.
Normally, I'm not talking crazy to nobody, but somebody talking crazy to me, then that's fine. We can do that. I ain't gonna back down from nobody.
Reality is, Westbrook starts competing the moment he walks into the arena. He may not start the talking, because he doesn't have to. He's already said enough.
If you ask anybody that knows me that's a friend of mine, they know when the game starts, I'm not gonna talk to them.
The swaggering snarls, taunting gestures, extended glares, and strutting flexes do his talking. It's well understood by opposing players. Do not talk to Russ.
Don't come ask me anything about nothing.
It's the forever war of Westbrook, the game within a game, the perpetual beef with what feels like half the NBA. His dad taught him a simple basketball principle when he was a kid. When you're on the court, you have one friend, the ball.
Russell in the open court, elevates and throws down the two-hand tomahawk dunk. This is the Westbrook Show.
When people wonder, what's Westbrook's big problem with Joel Embiid, or Damian Lillard, or whoever? The answer isn't complicated. First, they're on the other team. But along with that, they probably did one thing one time, and Westbrook never forgets.
That's it for Adams. He's fouled out of the game. Embiid's certainly aware that it's his sixth personal. Russell Westbrook now waving at Embiid, who, of course, was doing the wave a little bit earlier.
Westbrook has built a Hall of Fame career fueling himself with the personal motto of why not. But when he needs that extra push, he finds an enemy.
You guys are cool?
No. There are no friends in competition. Just him, you, and the ball.
I mean, you have to be a great all-around basketball player to get a triple-double.
Yeah.
Westbrook is averaging a triple-double for the third straight season, and he's leading the league in assists for the second year in a row. He already has 2 scoring titles under his belt, and he could become the first player in NBA history to win multiple scoring and assist titles in his career.
All right, hot shots right here. Dwayne Wade. Waiters to Wade. Durant, Bell, Wade. No, Wade. Hits the shot, the game winner in Miami against your reigning champion Warriors. What a shot off the backboard. He called game, not bank. That's what Paul Pierce told us. LeBron James, meanwhile, playing across the street. And this in the corner. With 30 seconds left, that gave the Lakers a 6-point cushion. Anthony Davis, spectator. James got the foot behind, 1 foot, and down the 3 goes. Which shot was better? Well, both teams won. Both shots were big. LeBron afterwards.
The degree of difficulty, mine was a little bit more difficult than his. His wasn't. It was weird. It was. I don't even know if that was even a shot. It was like he had it like a, you know how you play like pop a shot, and he had to because I mean he had no time. But yeah, I think my shot was more difficult.
Let's bring in Dave McMenamin, and Wade's shot was more difficult. Dave, you talked with LeBron James afterwards. What else did he have to say?
Well, we talked about that shot. He told me, any shot you see me make in a game, I practice it innumerable times back in El Segundo at the practice facility. He said everything about that shot was planned. He lifted the leg to create some separation between him and Drew Holiday. He trusted his follow-through. And I said, well, maybe you should lift your leg a little bit more when you're at the free throw line, because he made that degree of good goal. He shot, goes to the free throw line, misses both. He said, man, the other night, made all my free throws, missed all my threes. Tonight, made my threes, missed my free throws. I guess year 16, still trying to get better out there.
Well, two of the game's greatest, both come out winners on Wednesday. That's what matters most. Dave McMenamin from across the street. All right, tip off your NBA weekend. Friday, doubleheader. Damian Lillard, Trailblazers, taking on Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors. Then you got Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks are across the street, taking on the Lakers. Oh, Stan and I might have to roll into that one. Our coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 4 Pacific on ESPN and the ESPN.
And the Lakers win the game! That was so well defended by Miami. That is just greatness personified.
I wonder when Kobe hit that game winner on me in LA, when he hit it on the top, when he hit it on the glass on the top of the key. I said, how is that possible? Thank you for showing me the way.
Shoots. No, he couldn't get it off. Now fires it up. Bank it in! It counts! It counts! Dwayne Wade won it for Miami. It just happened.
Mama mentality.
For more from Miami, let's bring in Nick Friedel. Nick, the 5th career game winner for Dwayne Wade, but his first in 10 years. We saw the excitement in the arena. What was it like in the locker room?
Yeah, Stan, he was beaming. I've covered Dwayne for a lot of years, and I have not seen him this happy post-game maybe ever. And part of that is the nostalgia. He wanted to give everybody one last major memory. But Justice Winslow was telling me that Wade was jumping around like a little kid in that locker room, and he was beaming. I mean, this is a Heat team that's really struggled the last few weeks. They needed a boost. It was palpable in that locker room, not only the relief from Wade hitting that shot, but the pride that everyone took in him being able to have this moment on this stage against this Warriors team.
Meanwhile, flip side for Golden State, they climb out of that 24-point hole that they dug only to get heartbroken in the end. What was their locker room like?
Not as joyful, if you can believe it. But I can tell you, having talked to Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, they were not happy after this one. But these guys love Dwayne Wade. They've watched him through the years. They know what he represents to the league, and they know as a role model what he's represented to each of them. I mean, Steph Curry said it best. He was looking around after Wade hit the shot on the floor, just shaking his head with a little smile. When we were talking to him, Steph said, look, nobody likes to lose like that. But to see Dwayne